it's just Assassin27 here, and this is my movie review of Ice Age Collision Course. And there are spoilers, of course. The movie starts off with Scrat chasing after his nut that he wants to grab as usual. And he ends up going into space, and he ends up causing all the planets to get their shapes and stuff, like how Jupiter got the red dot. And he ends up creating an asteroid that is going to hit Earth. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Manny is concerned about Peaches and Julian's marriage, and he thinks that she's growing up too fast, and then he forgets Ellie's anniversary, and fireworks start happening in the sky, so he takes that as the gift he gave to her, and then they see a mini asteroid coming out of the sky, so they all take cover, and then they realize that there's a much bigger asteroid coming. Buck rescues an egg from a 3-bird trio, and while he's down there, he finds a prophecy that says that all the animals on Earth are going to die. That started with the first animals, and then went to the dinosaurs, and then went to the mammals. All of the animals decide to flee, and when they are doing that, they discover mini asteroids on the ground, and they pick them up, and they discover that they are magnetic to each other. So then Buck makes a plan, and he says that he wants to get all of the magnetic rocks and move them to one spot, and then they can move the asteroid off course and save their lives. One of the 3 birds attempts to kidnap Buck, but they end up kidnapping Sid's grandma, and they try to push her off the cliff, but she keeps bouncing back up. And then after about 3 bounces, she goes down, and it makes you think that she died. But she's really alive, getting a massage in the underground caverns. The gang travels a bit further, and they discover Geotopia, which is a land filled with magnetic crystals. And they meet an animal similar to Sid, named Brooke, who shows them the way. And they meet a weird rainbow llama guy, and they were going to ask him if they could use the crystals, but he basically said no, so they were all getting worried. And then Sid was going to propose to Brooke, but she did it first, and he went to go get one of the crystals, and then he ended up breaking the whole caverns, which reveals the Geotopian's age, and Brooke convinces everybody that they should do Buck's plan, which is fill a huge geyser up with the crystals, and that will make the asteroid go to that point, and they can all run away in time. The birds attempt to stop Buck, and he convinces them to help them save the world, so they leave him go and start helping. And up in the sky, Scrat pushes the meteor farther towards Earth, which puts them about 6 minutes behind schedule. So they all try to rush and put the rocks in the geyser. And everybody starts fleeing because it's getting a little bit too late. And then Manny and Julian help push the huge asteroid. And Julian gets an idea to make the huge asteroid roll and go into the geyser, and that works, so they end up saving the world. The gang leaves the Geotopians at their new hideout, and Sid's grandma joins them, and a little piece of the asteroid falls into a hot tub that they're all in, and then they start to get young again. At the wedding, Peaches is a little bit nervous, and Manny convinces her to get out there and start the wedding, and after they are wed, Brooke comes out in her young form, and her and Sid rejoice, and she starts singing a song which leads to the ending credits. And also, don't get me wrong, there are many scrap parts during the movie, and at the ending credits, Scrat ends up destroying all life on Mars. I would give this film a 80%. See you guys later, and keep watching movies.